Hello and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and welcome back into the Fenix A321. We're sat here on the ground as Air Canada 1236 at Toronto and we're going to be heading down to West Palm Beach. Flight time 2 hours 40 minutes. It's going to be a great flight. Weather all the way down the east coast of the US and sort of Canada is pretty crap at the moment, so we're going to be sort of cloud surfing for the first half, and then when we get down to Florida the weather clears up quite nicely. Like I said, flight time 2 hours 40 minutes airborne. We're going to be departing off of 05 here out of Toronto and arriving onto the RNAV 14 into West Palm Beach. I did have a look. I've only flown into West Palm Beach twice in the sim when I downloaded and bought the vertical sim. It does really good sceneries in the US. But yeah, I've never flown into 1.4. I did double check they are flying that real world, so it's going to be a fun one. So we are in VATSIM as well. Let's jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for today's service. Right, welcome into the flight deck. Let's jump into the overhead panel and start off with an APU fire test. And we'll start off with engine number 1 and engine number 2. We can go cargo fire test. And we can get the IRSs to the nav position, and the lights are on. We can go and get the fuel pumps on now as well. I am using my physical MCDU, so if you don't see me manipulating it in the sim, it's because I'm doing it in real life. So we'll go init reference and request our flight plan. So that will pull it all the way from SimBrief, and we are Air Canada 1236, or in America they like to do it like 1236, don't they? And so it's ACA 1236. Costing at 5, cruising at 36,000 feet. Flight plan departing off of runway 05 on the Betty's 3 via Iraq, or AIRA, and then it's going to be the RNAV 14 Zulu on the Captain 3, and that is going to be via none of the transitions. We don't need to do a transition, it's via Jamal. That's all inserted there. Lovely. So we'll have a look at the... Well, we'll get GSX on the go anyway first. Seatbelts on, come on now as we're fully loaded with fuel.
Boarding requested.
And we'll jump downstairs and we'll go flight plan and we'll go and have a look through it. So, departure, it's just straight out, then a right hand turn, vectors to our first waypoint, down east coast of America, into Florida, and then we'll clear that disco and it'll take us straight down into the arrival, and then as you can see we'll just vector ourselves on to the final approach, which is all sorted there. That's all sorted. We'll request our winds now. We have to do this twice, otherwise it doesn't give us the uplink. And one more time. And we'll uplink that. Lovely. And we'll put fixed rings, so we're going to Palm Beach. KPBI 14. Not 24, 14. We'll go 10. Next page we'll write the same in. And we'll go 5 nautical miles for the next fixed ring.
Check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And then we'll do one more at 115 nautical miles, so we know when our top of descent is.
Passengers boarding started.
Beautiful, that's all plugged in there, and that's pretty much it. We're just going to wait for GSX to finish boarding, and we get the APU spooling up before we can fill out the rest of the FMC. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes when GSX has finished boarding. Right, we are fully loaded, so we go to the MCDU and send that to the McDo, and we just need to change some things when everything's filled itself out. So we're going to go 0.3 on the taxi and 3.2 on the minimum destination fuel. Then we go to the performance tab, and it is raining and it's below the outside air temperature is below 10, so we'll go for engine anti-ice on. Calculate, send to MCDU. I'm happy with the V speeds. It's going to be a packs off departure. Execute that flight plan. That's all sorted there. The guy to the left of us, sorry, is already pushed back, so we are free to go. We'll ask for pushback and departure.
Locking gear.
So the taxi instruction, it seems like we're going to far away, but it's actually not. We're just going to taxi down to Sierra, across the runway, and then it's Hotel Golf, and then straight down following the to runway 05. So we'll squawk 1,000. We're already on CTAF, so we can tell them in a second. We are completely clear though, it's just us. There's that guy there. Toronto traffic, Air Canada 1236, pushing back from stand 136.
Toronto traffic, Air Canada 261, taxiing runway 05 via Alpha Hotel, crossing runway 15 left. Toronto traffic.
Lovely. So let's go. Engine number 1 to start, and we'll listen to the beautiful sound pack that comes with the Fenix. That sounded pretty good to me.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake is
Waiting your
set.
confirmation for good engine start.
And we're going to give GSX
Cockpit's
good engine
ground.
start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
And we can go engine number 2 to start.
Tow truck disconnected.
That
Bypass
is
pin
engine number
removed.
2 started. Beautiful startup.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Bypass pin is being shown. There you go. So we'll start with the overhead panel, master, and bleed off. Taxi light on, downstairs. We'll go start switch to off, speed brakes armed, flaps position 2, and we'll trim up 0.8. I've turned on the weather radar on. I'll turn that off in a second. Let me just trim the aeroplane, do flight control check. So it's 0.8. There you go. And full right. We'll turn the system off first. Full left. Full forward. Full back. And on the rudders, full left. full right. All flight controls are incorrect. Let's taxi on down to 05. It's quite a long taxi. There's a 777 there. Look at that. That was cool. Toronto traffic, Air Canada 1236 departing runway 05 on the BETS 3 departure. Toronto traffic. Right, there is the hold short line. There is no one coming in, so should we have the wipers on? No, that's quite annoying, so I'll turn them off. We are ready to rock and roll. Everything's done. As you can see, we've some horrible weather here in Toronto. Do a rolling takeoff, forward pressure, chrono. Spool them up. Stable. Man flex, SRS, runway nav, auto thrust blue. Neutral. It's a long takeoff roll. V1. There's rotate. Let's go flying. Airborne, positive rate. Go gear up. Follow our flight directors down that slight left turn past 500 feet. And this weather is absolutely disgusting. Right, I promise we'll get to an engine view when we get the thrust climb. Lovely, so we go pack 1 on, engine MTI still on. Right, autopilot 1's engaged. And we'll speed up now. And we'll go flat 1. I like as well, because Toronto's got that ortho and the actual city, so it looks really good down there. And of course we took off from Flight Tampa, Toronto. That's why the airport looks so good. We're going to be arriving into Vertical Sim, West Palm Beach, or is it just Palm Beach? Look at that. Gorgeous. noise, that sound that they have on this add-on is brilliant. Right, do we need the wing anti-ice on? No, it's actually not that cold. Right, we'll get the turn-offs off. And we'll release the cabin crew. They can start their in-flight service. And that weather doesn't look very nice outside. Should get a nice break out there in a minute. Cloud base, you can see the light start to come through, so hopefully we get a very nice breakout. Not quite. That's pretty cool though, isn't it? Punch through it in a minute. Look at that, that's unreal. Beautiful. Right, standard barometric pressure, landing lights off, engine anti-ice off, nearly at 10,000, we can release the passengers. But that is pretty much it, guys. I'll leave you with some climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you when we're descending into Palm Beach. Hello and welcome back into the flight deck of the Fenix A321. It's been a lovely flight down to the Florida coast. It's always nice to fly in North America. Haven't flown in Canada in a very long time, so I'm glad we're doing some Air Canada ops. But we are still set up for the RNAV Zulu 14. We've got no ATC in. There's no one actually flying around Florida, but it is very early morning technically in Florida. But hopefully we have a good landing. So there's 14, it's the shorter runway, and then we're going to go basically taxi. Probably we'll get off at hotel most likely, and then hotel Charlie 8 into Charlie the Apron. That's our taxi route when we land. Like I said, we set up for the RNAV 14, the Zulu version. But it's been a pleasant flight. I always like flying the Fenix, especially in this part of the world. I mean, in 2024 we've got some incredible scenery for North America, and it's really nice. Like when we left Toronto, we had some good views of the ground, and then it went a bit cloudy. But on the way down, when we entered sort of like Jacksonville, it's been really, really nice scenery all the way down. So it's nice to have a look out the window. But we've got to settle in now and try our hardest for this one. So the performance page is all filled out, and we're coming in with medium auto-brake flat full, just in case. So I've never ever been to, I've never ever landed on this runway, sorry, into Palm Beach. So it's long enough, it's just I don't really want to mess around with it, especially in the 321. We are quite heavy, we're nearly fully loaded, so. Beautiful, look at Florida out there, Palm Beach. So we're levelling off at 4,000 feet. Next altitude constraint is Jamal, and that is 3,000. And 3,000 feet is where we start our approach onto the runway 14 there. What I'm going to do is actually go on a vector now, vector myself onto a heading of 265 degrees, give us a little bit of a wider berth for that final approach turn. Going direct to Jamal now, and we'll start descending on a sort of shallow descent, right, as we get flat one out. flaps 2. Just getting the flaps out early so we don't overshoot this turn. It is quite a aggressive left-hand turn now that I've put myself in. But look at the scenery down there. This is why I like flying in the States. All the cities are actually mapped out like this. It's gorgeous. So it's just a standard 3-degree glide slope as well on the RNAV. Is that Everglades on our right hand side? I like swampland. Right, we get on CTAF frequency, even though no one's online down there, so Palm Beach, CTAF, Air Canada 1236, turning final onto the RNAV 1 for Palm Beach traffic. Let me just double check VATSCO quickly. No, there is literally no one by us. There is actual control in Jacksonville. I think they've just come online, so that's a bit annoying. Look at that down there, like a golfing resort down there. That looks gorgeous. When we go wings level, I'll activate the approach. And we should go into approach nav, which is it's a really nice feature on the Airbus, so you know what logic you're in. So let me get comfy in the seat. We've got approach nav, and the VDEV should start coming down shortly. We're on a QNH of 3004. Which is the correct QNH. And there is the descent. That was a bit aggressive though. We'll have to get geared down now. Don't know what the aeroplane's doing. Now we'll go flap 3. And flaps full. Look at that down there, that looks gorgeous. That's why I love flying in America. Right, really strange, we're bang on the glide, but we're 4 white, so I don't know what's going on there. We've got the correct QNH of 3004 set, unless this is a scenery problem, because it looks like we're bang on, to be honest with you. Let me just double check the weather. So it was 3004 when I checked last, and yeah, 3004, so we're on the correct QNH. So what we'll do is we'll just disconnect, we'll just hand fly it, and I'll just visually fly it in, it's okay. Yeah, that VDEV keeps getting away from me. I don't know what is wrong. Is it the approach path, or is it the scenery guidance? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going to visually fly it in. It's okay. We are stable. just start to shallow off that descent in a second if I can. Yeah, that's pretty good. See, it
500.
looks pretty good to me, but we're still all white, which is strange.
400. 100 above. 300.
Well, there's one red.
200.
Continue, there's 2 red. So yeah, it must be something to do with the scenery, because the approach path was bang on actually.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Right, close thrust levers, hold it there. Down we are, speed brakes up, reverses green. Decelerating. That was very nicely done, I'm happy with that one. So we'll get off here, the next left. And welcome down to Vertical Sim Palm Beach. Lovely scenery this is. I really like what Vertical Sim does with these textures on the ground. It's really, really good. Palm Beach traffic, Air Canada 1236, vacated runway 14. Palm Beach traffic. Get the APU spooling now. Start the APU. And we'll go strobe to auto. Get GSX and the real aeroplane parked on. Well, the transponder ended over here, but we'll go Charlie 6. That was a lovely flight down from Toronto, really happy with that. Glad I picked a fly down into Florida. It's always really good scenery in America. I'm always happy when we'll enjoy the flying in America and Canada. I think we'll have to go over to West Coast next time. Fly maybe in Vancouver down to LA or something cool like that. Right, strobe can come off now. APU's on. So here's Charlie 8. So we'll just turn left at Charlie 8 and in. And that is that netting over there, like a Top Golf that they've made. That's pretty cool. Our stand is over there, Charlie 6. Yeah, I can see our stand down there. It is definitely Charlie 6 I chose, yeah. Right, there is Charlie 6, it's all ready for us. Yeah, like I said, this scene is really nice by Vertical Sim. I'd recommend all of his sceneries. Right, looks like we don't have a marshaller, so I'll do it myself. Right, I'll do it visually. We'll cheat. Yeah, I love this. The Air Canada delivery like this. It's it looks a bit retro with the the black tail and stuff. That looks good to me there. So we'll set the parking brake. We'll go overhead panel, engine 1 and 2 off. We'll bleed on, beacon off, seatbelt sign off. Welcome down to Palm Beach.
Boarding requested. Started.
Welcome to Palm Beach, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Brilliant flight down from Toronto. Love flying in North America. It really is a joy to fly over here. We're usually over in Europe, but it's nice to pop over to America and Canada every now and again. If you do enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I really do appreciate you joining me today. I'll see you very soon in another video. Take care and goodbye.